Yes, yes. Before we start, I apologize for last Saturday and the Saturday before last. We had a microphone situation, but what I want to do is thank you all for notifying me and letting me know exactly what was going on with the mic. But we at the Brain Chamber now, and I'm gonna give you an understanding about what was going on, so you can be able to know what we was actually talking about and what we'll be talking about on the next show. First of all, we was at Brother King James' house. The second, we was at his house, and the individual that was on the panel was Charles and Kente and another sister. She was actually a lawyer. So we were speaking about property. They was talking about owning property, how to go about owning property, the laws and policy and the clause that's in those policies. You know what I'm saying? How, you know what I'm saying, we can advance in that area. So those individuals will be coming back to the show to finish that off so you can understand clearly. They'll be here at the Brain Chamber. And then we was also over my brother's house, Nevaeh, and we was having a great deep conversation there as well. I was on the show also with Brother Hill, you know what I'm saying, with Brother Ty, and Brother Miles the Messiah. You know what I'm saying? There was another brother named Pastor, he's a great brother, and another brother, and a couple of sisters in there had a great lot of a great point of views too as well. Excuse my language. Had a great point of views as well. And what we were speaking about is the distance between the youth and the community and the church. And that was very heavy because, you know what I'm saying, we had the brother here. He was explaining his behalf of where he come from and understanding the difference today. You know, Brother Ty was just saying, you know what I'm saying, about being in the community and also living to be the age he is today. He feel like it was a blessing, but you know what I'm saying, he understanding how to relate to the youth in the community as well. But the brother Miles from Message was relating to some situations that were dealing from the biblical that was letting know who you are. You know what I'm saying? And learning who you are and going by law is very important because I want to show you exactly how that's important. Excuse me. Uh, Brother Young Bennett was talking about Hebrews. If you look at the shows last year, we had some shows on last year. Brother Young Bennett came to the show. He was talking about Hebrews. And this brother Malcolm Meshes, he was talking about the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Connecting those dots for those, you know, do not understand and those who understand. And then we'll roll back over to the show we was on with Brother Red and Brother Big Ben and was talking about law. And at the end of the day, all of it results back to law. Even the pastor was very into law. So that what the show was about then. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. That what the show was about. We picking y'all up. Just the excuse us a minute. You know what I'm saying? We got the audience and there's a few individuals in the audience. You know what I'm saying? They are listening and paying attention. But you know, so come on, you know how it go. We also entertain each other. So, but let me get back to this point right quick. But trying to show you, you know what I'm saying, if you look at the shows and listen to the information and also push like, because if you listen to the information from show to show, there's a connection from show to show. And just like my brother Black Paul was saying, law is important. So we was communicating about law at the end of the day. And them brothers there was at Brother Nevaeh house will be also coming back to the show as well to finish off what was going on. But I appreciate y'all staying tuned and being in tune. But also, I just want to drop a few jewels. And I want all the listeners to understand this deeply. And in order to understand this deeply, you will have to go within yourself. You will have to understand yourself and know yourself. And the only way to do this, I want to just show you how important law is. Now, understanding. Now, we always say that we have an understanding. That is, you know, clear. We always say we understand it and all that. But it's the manifestation of the third eye. The fullest, and the third eye is the mind. The all eye seeing. Now, I want you to just think about that carefully. Just think deeply. Don't just up and say something. I want you to think deeply about that. When one understands supremely positive from negative, or truth from falsehood, and when one understands life, one understands self. Understanding rises from the bottom to top. Understanding is the black child. Now, I know what I'm saying, I want a lot of scholars and individuals that have higher education or whatever the case may be, or understanding that's biblical or whatever the case may be. I want you to be able to break this down and be able to respond to this situation right. I want you to be able to respond to this statement. It's just a statement I'm making. And I want you to be able to respond to it. I want you to like this. I want you to like this. And I want you to respond to your deepest. Because if you're on the surface, you're not going to understand. And this is a question I want to ask everyone before we close out. I want you to stop and think to yourself right now. How much degrees of knowledge you withhold? Now, I know you say you read plenty of books, you understand, you whatever the case may be, but how many degrees of knowledge do you hold? Because if 120 degrees of knowledge and 120 degrees of wisdom and 120 degrees of understanding brings back 360 degrees, which shows a complete, prove a whole completion of understanding. Now, the reason I say that is because this is in order to obtain that type of knowledge, you will still have to go back to understanding the law and live by the law firmly. That's the only way you'll be able to understand that type of knowledge. And some of us are deaf, dumb, and blind. If you speak wisdom, you will speak life. But in order to do that, you still will have to go back to the law. And I want y'all to be able to respond to that. I want y'all to think deep on that. I want y'all to research or however the case may be.
Everybody know where you're coming from.
Also, we'll be back in the Jay's Brain Chamber. Yes, indeed. That's for sure. And we're going to be on the road. The Brain Chamber will be on the road. The Brain Chamber also will be in Little Rock, Arkansas, back at home. Yes, indeed. We will be in the Rock this Saturday. I'm looking forward for y'all to continue to watch, like, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? If you got anything you would like to say, add on. Your deepest thoughts, excuse me, your deepest thoughts, your deepest understanding, your deepest research.
Bring it on the brain chamber.
Bring it on the brain chamber, because guess what? That's what this is, the brain chamber. We will define that and bring back law and truth. Stay tuned. Appreciate y'all. May God bless all of y'all, the higher power.